need some cute aesthetic Pinterest-worthy nails that actually last 5 weeks at home, because who has time to go to the nail salon that much and pay literally like $100 to $200 every single time? If you're new here, hey, what's up? I film literally all types of videos, but one of the videos that I started to make when I started making YouTube videos was nail videos. I am 23 years old. I've been doing my nails since I was like 10, 11 years old, so I've been doing nails for over 10 years. I am not a professional. I am a DIY girl, but I do think I am pretty knowledgeable, but just take everything I say with a grain of salt and remember I am not a profesh, okay? I feel like I have to say that. I don't make nail videos all the time, but my routine is drastically different than it used to be, and I'm a lot more knowledgeable on health and cleanliness and how to really do a set professionally. We got these nails on right now. These were my Coachella nails. It's almost 4 weeks that I've had these on. No lifting at all on any of the nails. All the designs are pretty much intact. My thumb has like the teeniest chip on it, but I like to show you guys how long the nails actually last so you guys don't just think I'm lying. Trust me, I get it. It takes forever to learn how to get nails to last. When I started, did my nails pop off in literally 2 days? Absolutely. I get so many comments from people asking like, how the hell do you not get your nails to fall off? I followed all the steps and they're still popping off. Sometimes you just gotta figure out which step is making them pop off. I did a video covering these nails and I'll link it in the description. I think I'm gonna be doing a shorter set. I love all types of nails. This definitely is one of my favorite. I'm a long nail girl, even though everybody hates on them. And I have never understood other women who comment on other women's nails in a negative way. When I posted these nails, I got so many DMs that were like, these are so effing disgusting. You're so gross. Take that shit off. But I am doing a shorter set today because I saw this picture that someone actually DM'd me that said I should recreate these, and I feel like these are so cute. And I haven't done a short set in a fat minute. I know a lot of people like shorter nails, and I wanted to show you one with actual like designs on them, not just super plain. As always, everything I'm showing you is linked in the description. We are going to be doing Gel X nails. These are my favorite. I hate acrylic nails. Dip nails I used to do a long time ago, but Gel X nails are the healthiest for my nails. They help grow my nails out long. You guys are gonna see how long they are underneath. To buy everything for Gel X nails, it's a little over $100. I don't buy nail stuff monthly. This stuff lasts for probably 12 or more sets of nails. Like, nail stuff low-key lasts, especially when you're just doing it on yourself. So it's a lot cheaper than going and getting your nails done. But without further ado, I have to give the intro every once in a while for the newcomers, okay? Don't get mad at me for a long intro. We're gonna get started. It's honestly so sad to remove a set that took so long, and the designs are so pretty. I clip off the extra gel extensions. This is a dust collector, and I definitely suggest saving up money to get one of these, because when filing down nails, there can be so much dust in the air, and breathing it in is really, really bad. I do this right next to a window, and I do have really good ventilation in this room, but this sucks up the dust instantly, and it makes it less messy. I also always make sure I have a face mask on so I'm not directly breathing that in, because it's kind of like in your face. My personal favorite nail bit that I kind of just use for everything is a ceramic nail bit. I file off all of the bulk and gel nail polish. Before I soak off the gel, I file and shape my natural nails. Since they have that gel on there, they're a little bit stronger, and since I do my nails all the time, my nails can be on the flimsier side, and this helps them not chip. I'm gonna go soak the rest of the gel off, and then we're going to get into cuticle care. These are my nails. Got everything removed. A lot of my nails are different lengths because I'm trying to grow them all out to this length, but all of my nails grow at different speeds, and then some of them break off by accident, like this one. on because they are a little bit thinner from doing a bunch of nail looks. I'm gonna be including my nail care routine in this because I've been getting quite a few questions on it, and I feel like it's really been helping my nails to grow out. I call this my little like nail grab and go. I use this stuff multiple times in a week, and I always leave it like on top of my desk. I'm gonna have everything linked down below like I already said, but if you want to know where all of my nail organization stuff is, I have an entire nail organizing video. It shows all the drawers of my desk, all of like where the containers are from. First thing we're gonna do is take care of cuticles. My cuticles are honestly never really that bad because I do cuticle care once a week or once every 2 weeks. But before I do a set, I always like to remove the cuticle on my nail plate right here and then clip away the eponychium, which is kind of like that lip of skin right here. Everybody calls that the cuticle, but they are a little bit different. So if I just go like this right here on my nail plate, you can kind of see that there's like stuff scratching off, and that's actually the cuticle. Now, if you do not remove this, apply your gel extensions and stuff, it's gonna make them lift right here, or it can just make them pop off. So cuticle care is very, very important before you start doing your nails. This is my all-time favorite cuticle remover. I apply that like this to the skin around the nail to soften that up, and then on the actual nail plate to soften up the cuticle so it just kind of scrapes off easier. And you don't want to let this stuff sit on for too long. I let this sit for like 15 to 30 seconds, and then I'm going to go in with a cuticle pusher backer. This one has been my all-time favorite. I got it from Target. One, it's pink. And two, I don't know why, but the shape of this one is just really, really good. And of course it has this little scraper to actually scrape off the cuticle off of the nail plate. After I rub off the extra cuticle remover, it is now time to clip away the eponychium. This is one of those things that takes quite a while to get good at. This is honestly one of those things where you just have to learn to get good at it. If you are a beginner, do it as far away as possible so you don't accidentally cut yourself. When you're pinching the clippers, make sure to not pull the cuticle away. You want to just cut through, go to the next section, cut through, go to the next section, cut through. When you pull at it, it can create hangnails and stuff later on. Now getting to more nail care items. This OPI repair mode has single-handedly made my nails so much stronger. If you've been a watcher for a long time, you guys know my nails struggled for so long. No matter what I did, I could not make my nails stronger, and this product right here completely transformed my nails. I apply that directly on the whole nail plate, and I also put a little bit on the bottom. I'm pretty sure this is kind of like a bond treatment for hair, but for nails. Now going in with this deep hydrating like serum for nails. I don't even really know what this is called, but I've been using it for like 3 or 4 months now. I got it in PR. I've been liking it, and I think it's been making my nails healthier. And then finally, pretty much drowning my nails and cuticles in my DIY cuticle oil, which I cover in my organization video. I'm gonna be letting my nails soak this in. 30 minutes is the minimum, but usually I will do this in the morning. Like today, I woke up early, and I'm probably just gonna leave it sit on for like 3 to 4 hours and then do my nails. I like to give my nails a little bit of a breather in between sets. You don't want to do this type of nail care with cuticle oil or getting your nails wet like an hour before you do nails, because that can create a lot of moisture. Nails are kind of like hair. They get a little bit more flexible when they're wet. If you were to like wash your hands and put a bunch of oil on them, and even if you use dehydrator with a little wipe, the moisture is still in the nail, and when you apply your gel extensions, there is a chance of fungus growing in your nails. So I always like to wait a little bit, and I will be back when I have waited for this to soak in. After I let that sit on for like 2 or 3 hours, I do wash my hands and let my hands sit for another 30 minutes to an hour to really make sure I don't have any moisture in my nails. Another step I take to avoid moisture on my nails is going in with an alcohol wipe. This is the same thing as going in with dehydrator, and recently I've just been skipping dehydrator and just using the alcohol wipe because it really is the same exact thing. It's drying out the nail. These are the Apres Gel X nail extensions, and these are short round ones. When sizing up nails, if there there is one in the kit that doesn't fit your nail like perfectly, which is very common because nail sizes obviously aren't one size fits all, always go for the one that is a size a little bit bigger because you can file the edges to fit your nail perfectly. It is extremely important to etch your gel extensions. There are certain gel extensions that are pre-etched already, and if you have those, you can skip this step, but honestly, I've used those and I still usually etch them because it makes them last longer. My favorite way to etch the inside of a gel extension is to go in with primer. You just take the primer and you apply it, and I kind of scrape the brush like a little hard on the gel extension where your nail is going to go. And you're gonna see it kind of breaks down that gel extension on the inside and makes it really sticky. I set the gel extensions in order to the side, and now we're gonna move on to prepping our nails. I start off by buffing the surface. You can go in with a buffer or you can go in with a file. You really wanna make sure you aren't taking a whole entire layer of your nail off. You don't wanna think about it like that. That is just going to lead to your nails being super thin over time, and it's gonna be super painful. You wanna just think about it as putting scratches on that very top layer just to give it a little bit of grip, and everything that we're gonna put on our nails from this point on is going to adhere to the natural nail so much better, rather than applying everything to shiny nails. If you're going in with a buffer, you don't wanna buff your nails too much, because if you buff your nails too much, they're gonna be smooth and then everything's gonna pop off like a day after you apply your nails. So the goal is to get your nails really rough. Now, taking that same primer that we used on the gel extension, applying that to our actual nail. You don't want to drown your nails in this. You just want to go in with a little bit. Applying too much can actually make your nails pop off and lift. Now, taking our extend gel, this is just the one from Apres, and applying one thin layer to our nails. I do one hand at a time, so right now I'm only doing my left hand, because after you cure your nails, they have a sticky layer on it that's actually really important. It's called the inhibition layer that you need because it makes the gel extensions adhere better so they don't pop off. If you were to do both hands, you could get dust or little hairs on your other hand when you're applying the gel extensions. Before I cure my nails, I take a little bit of acetone on a nail art brush, clean around the cuticle and the sidewalls of my nails, really making sure I don't have any gel on my skin, and then curing my nails for 60 or 90 seconds. Always make sure to check your nail bottles because the norm is 60 seconds, but a lot of nail bottles say 90 seconds and you could accidentally not be curing your nails the correct amount of time. So this is a flash cure light, and it's a little bit different than a big lamp. A flash cure light cures things really quickly so they stay in place, but it doesn't fully cure the gel. I take that same exact gel, paint a thin layer on the gel extension of where my nail is going to go, and then I scrape a little glob off in the middle, start a little above the cuticle. You want there to be a teeny gap. You don't want it to be going into your cuticle. That is a big mistake I made a long time ago. Slowly push the gel until it reaches the tip of your nail and cure it. And you can see these gel extensions are structured so well. You want them to kind of have a curve to them. You don't want them to be super flat. If they're super flat, it can lead to your nails popping off quickly because the nail needs structure to be stronger and go through everyday things like accidentally hitting your nails on stuff. I apply all of my extensions in like 3 minutes max. It takes some learning, of course, but this part gets really quick. The longest part of doing your nails is honestly the design. And along the way, you learn how much gel to put on your gel extension. It depends on how long your nails are. If your nails are on the longer side like mine at the moment, you need to put a little bit more gel so that it reaches the tip of your nail. said it a million times, and I'm gonna have to say it in every single nail video ever if there's new people watching. So sorry to the people that have watched all my nail videos and heard me say it a million times, but when you're doing gel extensions and you flash cure them, you need to cure them afterwards in a big cure light for 60 to 90 seconds, whatever your nail polish bottle says. And I know big cure lights can be expensive, so if you only own one of these, stop doing your nails, save up for a big cure light, because it is opening up a humongous door to having an allergic reaction. So flash cure lights do not fully cure your nails. They just do it really, really quick, so then you can get the nail stuck on or get a design stuck in place really quick. That nail polish isn't fully cured, so it's going to seep in to your natural nail, and all those chemicals are going to be sitting on your skin. And when you have gel on your skin for a long period of time, you can develop contact dermatitis, which I have. So mine is super low-key, thank God. It's only if I get it on my skin. So I am very experienced, I'm very good at not getting nail polish on my skin. This is only with gel polish as well. You don't need to cure normal nail polish. The reason why I stress it so much is there is no cure for contact dermatitis. If you get contact dermatitis like I have, you will have it for the rest of your life. And it is not always, oh, I just can't get it on my skin like I have it. When I first got it, it was way worse than it is now for some reason. In the beginning, when it was way worse, every single time I would do my nails, no matter what, even if I didn't get it on my skin, I would have a crazy allergic reaction, and that allergic reaction consisted of my fingers getting very swollen, very red, almost like looking infected. I would get like little bumps, be super, super itchy, and that was not it. Contact dermatitis can affect like your overall health. I would get a massive headache and feel like I was going to faint and super fatigued, and I literally felt like nauseous. So when I tell y'all to be careful, I'm not just like, oh, it's whatever. Like, when you're doing stuff DIY, you need to be so careful and not be stupid like me and give yourself an allergic reaction. So learn from my mistake. If you do have an allergic reaction now that's consistently happening, it most likely is contact dermatitis, you can go and get to a doctor and figure out if that's it. You can try to get HEMA-free gel. I'm not gonna lie, HEMA-free gel did not work for me at all, so it's probably something else in the gel polish that I'm allergic to. I've also seen a million other people say that HEMA-free like does not work for contact dermatitis. Like, it's still, you still have the allergic reaction, so there's definitely something else in there that I'm probably allergic to. I just want to say the way that I got it was I applied painted gel extension to my nails with this. And if you are applying with extend gel, like how I just applied these, you cannot do that. I know it's so much easier to paint the nails like on the little stands sometimes. No matter how many times you cure them, they are not curing fully ever because of the layer of gel polish on top of the gel extensions. I don't know why, and that's how it happened. So definitely do not do that. If you want to paint your gel extensions on the little stands, just apply them like press-ons with nail glue. Do not use gel. There has been a huge surge of people who are getting allergic reactions because more and more people are becoming DIY girlies, because everything is becoming so expensive. Getting your hair highlighted at some places is $1,000. Getting majority of the nails that I do would be almost $200 where I live in LA. Getting lash extensions done can literally be hundreds of dollars. I get people need to get their bag, but majority of people do not have that bag to give, especially like right now. But you need to be so careful, because there's a reason why you have to go to school to do all of these things, because there's a lot of precautions health-wise and sanitary rules that you need to take into mind. I'm done talking. I just don't want to mislead anybody about application and stuff. That's why I always tell you guys I am not a professional, and to please do your own research when doing this stuff. I highly suggest, if you have the money to look into professional nail textbooks. I have 2 or 3 of them, and I'll link them in the description if you want to look at them. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna go and we're gonna finish doing the nails. I like my nails to be on the skinnier side. I always have. I feel like it makes my nails look more dainty and feminine, so I always take a file and shape them a little bit skinnier. So usually around this time is when I take a break. Now, doing your nails yourself at home takes way longer than going and getting your nails done. One, when you're learning how to do everything, it's gonna take way longer. Two, you're more of a perfectionist on yourself when doing your own nails, so it's going to take longer. Three, you can't do both hands at one time. Like when you're curing one hand, you can't do anything to this hand, and at a nail salon, they would be doing this hand when you're curing your other. So it's gonna take literally double the amount of time. And do not feel defeated if you literally take 6 to 8 hours to do your nails. It is a day event, okay? When I'm not filming, I can do my nails in 3 to 4 hours. When I film, for some reason, it's like 6 to 8 hours. It's hard to like get your hands far away from you in frame. It takes way longer to do stuff for some reason, and I always have to make sure it's in focus or take things off if it's not in focus and redo it. A lot of the stuff that you guys don't see. Let's say I'm not filming. A very simple set, I'll throw a picture right here. If I really wanted to, like 2.5 hours, 3 hours. A set like this, 6 to 8 hours. And I know that's like a crazy difference, 6 to 8 hours. But airbrushing takes so long, and you need to take so many breaks because I get so sick and tired of sitting here. I need to like take a break. So don't get defeated if you take like a million years, you know? Practice does make you go faster. I also procrastinate and like watch, like I'm watching Dance Moms right now. So that makes it take way longer. If I sat here in complete silence, I would go crazy, but I would get them done a lot quicker. But when doing them, don't forget to eat and hydrate, because a lot of times when I do my nails, I'll just sit there and I'll completely just zone out, start at like 10 a.m. and then it'll be 8 p.m. out of nowhere and I hadn't eaten all day. So, I'm having mac and cheese. I got this from Tender Greens like 2 days ago, and it heats up so well, and I put a bunch of breadcrumbs on it. And then I have my strawberry matcha, and I'm gonna take like a 20-minute break, eat, and then we're gonna get going again. Taking our nail drill again with just a normal sanding band and going on the lowest setting that the nail drill can go, and removing all of the shine from the gel extension. This is going to help our nail polish adhere to the gel extension so it doesn't chip or peel. I'm also going to take that sanding band around the cuticle area, making sure not to hit your cuticle, of course, and blend the gel extension in with the natural nail. You want to be very, very careful with this though, because you don't want to sand down your natural nail literally at all, because then that can create a ring of fire, and it's like this little red ring where your nail used to be, like when you take your nails off, and it can be really painful, and nails take a very long time to grow out, so it's going to be with you for a few months, so you want to be very careful. I use these little brushes to clean my nails, but at this point I take it and scrub my nails to really make sure all of that dust is out of the cuticle, out of the sidewalls. I have rubbing alcohol in this spray bottle. After I'm done drilling and filing, I spray this on all of my nails to help get rid of that residual dust and to really ensure that there's no moisture on my nails, like if I touch my face or my hair or anything like that. This next step has made my nails last so much longer. When I tell you I do not experience lifting at the cuticle at all because of this step. I take some acetone on a nail art brush, I go along the edge of the gel extension near the cuticle, and pretty much what it's doing is melting that gel extension into the natural nail so it is completely seamless. Now taking that same exact gel that we've been using and applying one thin layer of that fully on all of the gel extensions. Actually got DM'd this nail look by one of you guys. This is the @ right here, so full credit to her. But I thought these were just adorable. I love these so much. I'm just absolutely obsessed, so we're gonna try and recreate them. We might do a little bit different styles because like I'm not the biggest fan of this nail, but I really love this nail, so we might do like this but with cream for this one and not a brown base. I'm just gonna get started. I don't really have this like milky cream color, so we're definitely gonna have to mix some stuff up for this one. I always have this little stand next to me while doing my nails, and I take a screenshot and I zoom in, and I just have this sitting next to me so I can look over at it while I'm recreating it, and it honestly is just like amazing. I always like to do one hand at a time because all the gel polishes we're using and the Extend gel have a sticky layer. Now, if you don't know what this is, when you cure your nails, you take them out and they're still sticky and you're like, why aren't they curing? They are cured. It's actually called the inhibition layer, and that sticky layer is there for a reason. So you do not want to wipe this sticky layer off during this portion because that sticky layer is super helpful for not having your nail polish to peel, or the one underneath on your actual nail helps the gel extensions to stay on. The only sticky layer you want to remove is from the top coat, and I'm going to show you how to do that later on. But if I were to put this on this hand's definitely going to touch the towel. It's going to get little hairs on it, and I'm not going to want to clean it off with alcohol and remove the sticky layer. Okay, it is design time. First step to designs is laying down all of my base colors. This shade 036 by Emilie is my favorite natural nude base that I like to go in with under my designs, under my French tips. I do 2 layers of that on my thumb. On my pointer finger, I take that color, do 1 coat of that, and then I actually mix the 036 shade with this milky transparent color because I want it a little bit more transparent, and apply 1 coat of that, applying 2 coats of 036 on my middle finger, taking this cream color and mixing it with the milky white color to make it a little bit more transparent, and applying 2 coats of that on my ring finger, and then I apply 2 coats of 036 on my pinky. On the pointer finger, it's kind of this tortoise shell type of vibe, and for this design we're going to need blooming gel. I apply 1 layer of the blooming gel, taking some brown gel on a dotting tool and dotting in a straight line down the middle of the nail, and then adding 2 more lines of dots on the side of that middle line. With blooming gel, you want to let it sit there for a second to actually bloom and do its thing, and then cure it. This is editing Kaylee doing the voiceover at this very moment. I think I lost the footage of doing the ring finger, but basically I applied a layer of blooming gel, just put a big brown dot in the middle of the nail and let that bloom out. For the next designs, we're going to be using an airbrush, so I'm taking some liquid latex to cover the whole skin surrounding the nail so that none of that gel is going to be sitting on our skin. I added brown in my airbrush, and I wanted it to be a little bit warmer, so I added the tiniest hint of orange in there, and I'm going in with this dilation fluid. I usually go in with acetone, and I know it's literally bad to do that because you're like breathing in acetone. I do wear a mask, there's good ventilation. I have tried to do it with acrylic paints and water, and I absolutely hate how it turns out, so I've tried the healthy ways, okay? But this dilation fluid, dilation, I'm saying that word wrong, and I don't know why. Dilution, okay. This dilution fluid is for airbrushing. I apply a few drops of that to make it a little bit more liquidier so the airbrush doesn't get clogged. Mix that together, and in the very middle of the thumb, middle, and ring finger, I am lightly spraying that brown color, curing it, doing a second layer because I wanted it to be a little bit more opaque. Now going in with some gold detailing. On my ring finger, I'm creating a big star. Make a dot in the very middle, and then taking a long detailing nail art brush, flicking out from each direction from that circle, and it makes a little star. I'm doing the same exact thing, but a mini version on my middle finger, and then again on the thumb. For my pinky, I applied some blooming gel and did the same exact thing as my pointer finger, but with a white polish. And then sporadically on all of the nails, I just added some gold dots everywhere. I mainly just followed the inspiration picture that I showed before. And now it is time to accentuate everything with gems. How I apply my gems and actually get them to last the full 5 weeks without coming off is taking some hard gel, dotting that where I want the gems, placing them, and then curing them. I apply top coat on all of my nails, and to really ensure that those gems aren't going anywhere is I take a little glob of hard gel on my dotting tool, and before I cure the top coat, I dot all of the gems and let the hard gel sit for a second so it kind of like blends in with the top coat, and then I cure it. I like to go in with actual alcohol and a cotton pad instead of the alcohol wipe. It seems to make my nails shinier. That is my left hand done. Everything on the right hand is basically the same, just with a few tweaks so that it looks a little bit more mix match. are done, but we have to do a little bit more nail care. I first take this Burt's Bees hand cream, and I've used this stuff for a while. It goes a very, very long way. This is like the only hand cream that actually fixes dry, like crackly hands, especially in the wintertime. I do like to put it on at nighttime, specifically like before I go to bed, so it actually soaks in. I don't know if you guys can see, like, it is a little greasy, but all of the other ones that I use sink in really fast and then they like disappear. My DIY cuticle oil, and I put that on all of my cuticles every single day and underneath my nails at least once a day. I usually do it before I go to bed or in the morning, but this just helps with nail growth, make your cuticles not look super crusty, because especially if you're doing your nails all the time, after you do a set, your cuticles can be super dry from like rubbing alcohol and acetone and just curing your nails and all that. I really, really like them. Almond shaped is definitely my favorite. As always, everything I use is going to be linked in the description. Full transparency, I do make a little bit of commission off of those if you like click on those links and buy that stuff. I have like my main Instagram right here. I don't tell you guys to follow that all the time. I like put it in the description if you guys want to follow it, but I don't know. I don't think I've ever followed an Instagram when an influencer has told me, so I would appreciate it. This is my nail Instagram. I don't post tutorials on there, anything like that. Sometimes I'll post like some information, but this is purely a nail inspo page. So I post every picture of my nails that I do on there. Thank you for watching, and thank you to all the girlies that stick around for my nail videos and are subscribed to me for those, because I really love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
I don't know if you like the way I put my words together, but I need you to stick with me just like some birds of feathers, or like bricks and scales, hand in hand, dropping corn straight down the well. Wish me well, wish